So it's Monday morning and we are rushing right now because we had a little bit of a setback in the morning, and now we gotta hurry up. We've got concrete coming in just shy of 2 hours, I believe. And these boards are super heavy because they're so wet. All right. Let's come set this small border around the pool. We're gonna stamp that and then we're gonna frame the rest of the pool. You guys will see in a second. All right, so we are setting stakes up now. How am I looking? Huh?
Just a little bit that way. Inside.
That's good. All right. Level? Where is it? Right there? Right there? Right there. All right. Set some boards up and start putting unions in them. All right. So now that we've got our level, start putting some stakes down. You want to double check, make sure that you have 22 inches. So, all right, we got string line set up. Chuck's putting in unions. Now I've got to make some stakes so that we can begin forming this bad boy up. All right. So
I'm gonna give it 5.6. That over there should be fine between distance, no?
What do you mean 5.6?
I gave it a little more over here.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna line it up right now anyway, so
You're gonna line it up right
doesn't matter. Yeah,
right.
it don't matter.
22, right?
No, 1 foot around the box. Try these stakes. They're a little big.
Only a foot around the box.
Yeah, around the box. Yeah. We might be missing a few, but let's make sure that these are big enough first.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't cut anymore. Let it pass over there. The other one we'll stick it. All right, we'll stick it in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start staking. All right, you got 40, right? Hold. You see how to do it, right? Yeah. All right, so the guys are finishing up the border. I've got to frame the interior of the box.
¿Todo esto es estampado?
No, esto no. Como quiera, se van a mojar aquí ahorita, mira, lloviendo. A veces para que estén mojadas hay que extenderlas ahorita. Mañana va a ser release del polvo. Just finished pouring the border. I didn't record the whole process of it just because I've already recorded a lot of videos with me doing the coping and everything, vibrating it, adding the oil. I figured I'd change it up this time, and I'm only going to show the stamping part of it. Not sure who's going to be stamping. I reckon it's me. I want to record that. And then we're going to have guys frame on the exterior around the border, and that will be poured tomorrow. Alright, so rain has fallen among us. Échale ahí, échale, graba, güey. Mira, pa. Graba. Graba, 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 graba. It happens. Just throw some rocks on it. Thanks. Ah, falta ese pedacito. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so we got rain. Really messed up our day. At least the first half of it. Ahora sí, quítale para allá, güey. Levántalo. So right now we got this guy, Onion Man. He's helping me lifting up the plastic so we can at least edge it for now before it sets any more on us. There it is. Walk behind edgers. They're awesome. I guess if you use them all the time and have the hang of it. Ahora sí para allá. Pedro, o quien sea, vengan a taparlo. I want to edge it at least, because if not, it'll be really set by the time we come back. So there you go. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ese pedacito lo dejamos. No le dimos flota aquí. Y ahí. Oh, Pedro, dale aquí, aunque sea en estos pedacitos, las esquinas. Nomás es aquí esta esquina que no está floteada. Es que hay que abrirle joint. Yeah. So, the GoPro had turned off because it rained out bad. I don't know if you guys saw back there, but that concrete was pretty set. And this is just some things that happen. That happen, man, whenever it rains. You've got no control of it whatsoever. I've had some gasoline, but it's fine now. This is a water-based release, so a little bit of water isn't gonna hurt it. But yeah, I cannot open those joints anymore. I had to hit it with the hammer, but as long as I can still stamp and mark my stamps, that's all I care about. Okay, I gotta get something to cut this. Alright, that should be plenty. It's about halfway. In case I need more, I'll just run back here to get some more. And now we're good to go. Bubblegum, bubblegum, you love it. Liquid release isn't my #1 option. Yeah, I'm going. You open them as you go too, alright? Take the joint. Don't leave it behind. Este. Ahora, mira. Es más, Chuy. Ahí está bien, sí. De aquí para allá nos el paro, porfa. Me and brother Gase gotta haul some A right now. Me and brother Gase and the Onion Man are gonna hit this real quick. I'm gonna come back and stamp it. Si quieres, dale allá, Perico. Como quiera, nos está haciendo un parote él así con lo que está haciendo. All right, so everybody hit it.
Pero me das que le agarre nota este güey porque estamos moviendo. Ahí está, güey.
¿De ahí tú, Choya, o hasta la esquina?
Eso del agua ahí.
Oh, ok, dale. Perdón. Chino, ahora sí, acosta la jorra. Más que lo voy a mojar. So this is liquid release bubblegum. All right, come on. You ready? You're just gonna hit it right there. Beautiful. Beautiful bubblegum. Otra que. Oh, sí. Esa caja no me está gustando cómo se está viendo. ¿Cómo se ve ahí?
Like shit.
¿Qué tiene?
No sé, güey.
Está trayendo mucho
Mucho
caldo, ¿verdad? Sí, dale un 5. Déjalo así. Pues dale un 5. Yeah. It's picking up a lot of water still.
Mira, la cara quedó tan culero, güey.
No. Give it a 5. Ya no pude ni abrirle los joints, nomás le abrí las esquinas. Hey, no se ve culerísimo, pero sí no se ve como siempre lo dejamos. Mira, y ahí todavía le da con la rueda y sale un chingo de agua de ahí también de abajo. Le dimos la última troleada, pues. Le dimos flota y troleada.
No, moja esa campa.
Ya está mojada. Con el de este ya está mojada. Se ve feo, ¿verdad?
Está muy pinche feo.
Está
La
feo,
trolearon, pero no le quitaron el agua.
Sí. Sí, le quitamos todo. Yo pensé que iba a quedar bien, pero sí se ve culero.
Da que se oye.
Todo le borramos.
No, ya tiene ya el pinche.
Pero mira, ya. Mira.
A ver una trala, a ver cómo queda así.
Te doy una trala y ahí está. Esa madre ya está buena para estampar. Le dimos una floteada.
Era acá en la orilla del agua, ¿por qué lo dejaron? No, hijo. Date una flota.
No, pues entonces. Como ya se sentía bueno el güey, dijimos, no, pues. Alright. Back here again. It's now Tuesday. I actually ended up not really filming anything more yesterday. We were actually pretty in a rush for the most part, and I just kind of didn't feel like switching batteries at that point. Concrete was super wet. This was the last thing I showed you guys. We had to trowel it all over again, and that took a while. And then we just set up some forms, which you'll see right now. We graded a little bit. We set up some wire mesh, tied that up. Gato, ¿qué estás haciendo? No, nada. So we're pretty much in a rush today too. And these trucks are always a mess, man. We clean them, and at the end of the day, they're the same mess. So we'll clean them about maybe once a month, and that'll leave it clean for a week. We've got a little over 20 yards coming. I've got the chop saw because I gotta make some joints right there where I couldn't cut yesterday, where I couldn't make the wet joints. That concrete was so hard. Hate when it rains, man. It just ruins your whole day. You guys can see we got some forms set down. Pete stripping the interior coping. ¿Y la grava, pa?
Apenas viene.
Oh. Damn, está frío. Quiero andar hasta como de mal humor y ahora yo ando de mal humor.
¿No tú?
Sí.
Vale, verga. Yo no andaba de mal humor ayer, hijo. Tú me pusiste de mal humor.
Toda la mañana. Grite y diciendo cosas.
Desesperado.
Sí. ¿Qué te cuesta ser un papá normal como el Sinaloa?
Pinches formas ponían bien chuecas. Ese güey desesperado. Cuando se desespera vale pura verga. Bueno, entonces ya me voy a la verga y tiran. No, nadie está diciendo que te fueras. No, verga, pues si no me quieren ver aquí. Si no, soy una pinche mierda. No, tampoco, no dije que te fueras. Entonces, ¿cómo vas a ganar dinero? Alisa primero, ahí Alisa primero el coping.
¿El coping primero? Got a few saw cuts in. Can't quite cut yet because it's 30 degrees and concrete's still a little fresh from yesterday, but we have the wire mesh down. Ahí, con esa estaca está bien de grado, metemos una varilla.
Vamos a meterle un pin para poder sacar más fácil, güey. No, que se me olvidó ahorita.
Deja, voy por ahí entonces. So that'll be our reference grade in the middle. So yeah, just waiting for gravel and concrete and we'll be good to go. Time to start pouring. Pouring with the Georgia Boogie today.
Pero para que ensucie, ¿vale? Para boluda, otros dos. Sí, para cuatro años. No, iba a que los dos ayer, güey.
Getting close to start finishing it. There you have him hitting it with the map.
Vamos. Apúrale. El de la banda, güey.
Hitting it with the stamp, bubble gum. ¿Traes bubble gum, Sinaloa?
Yeah.
Tú puedes, gato, yo tengo fe en ti, güey.
Invítame una caguama, güey, lo puedes hacer. Dale, abrir.
Todo, gato. No, güey, allá del cantón.
No, se les pela. Pues pocos como este.
¿Qué dices, güey?
Pocos como este viejo.
No, el Sinaloa.
Se les pela.
Es todo, que. Pero apúrale que va muy lento, güey.
Ahí no veo avance, las cuatro, ahí en ese puto cemento agua a la vez.
Sí andan peleando.
Bueno, dale.
Pues lo mismo, que.
Donde quieras.
Oh, sí, es mejor del joint, güey.
No, esa la puedes mover para donde tú quieras, la mitad o la mitad que pase y la mitad para acá. Es que ahí quitamos dos y así nomás quitamos una de este lado. Échale.
Alright. Chris and the Onion Man have just finished. Just about done. All right, we're back. Back for final day on this big pool. I didn't really record a whole lot here. We have a lot of forms to take out here. So those guys started on that end, and I'm gonna come to this side. Alright, so now we're just marking joints. Para que te fijes cómo está hasta la esquina. Te va a quedar como una pulgadita. Digo, márcale arriba, ¿no? Bueno. A ver, se ve que sí. ¿Cuánto? 7.6 1/4. So we're just marking joints now. We're just dividing the pad. Este perico, no me creas, pero como que lo veo de lado. Porque va a estar un poquito puchado para allá, pero... A ver, márcate, vamos a ver cómo se ve. Estamos fijando. Porque sean mis ojos. A ver. ¿Dónde te da este? Allí. Se ve un poquito más... más dividido, ¿no? Sí. Ahora vamos a marcarlo. So we are getting our chalk lines down. So we didn't get the chance to make the wet cuts yesterday, so made a couple of them to control the floor. And we saw cut the next day. See. And I like using this blue chalk because the red one is usually a lot more penetrative. So we're just dividing the floor, trying to make it look, trying to make the squares as even as possible. So now I've got my red mark right there. That's what I'm gonna guide myself with. Ahí está. Alright. So I've got my mask on. We're gonna start with this big joint, this long joint first. And then we will proceed with the rest. So, esta raya está mal, güey. Mira cómo se abre. See this? Had to re-chalk it because it wasn't straight, so it was throwing me off. That is it for this one. Another one closed. There it is. Así nomás quedó. Beautiful sunny day today. And as you guys saw at the end, he was just power washing the border that we had poured to Monday. We have Pete recording. All the saw cuts we made were very evenly divided, and you can tell that. And normally don't want to leave a square bigger than 10 by 10, bigger than 100 square feet. That's usually where we draw the line, but that's all, folks. Bubblegum stamp is what I like to call it, because bubblegum release.